Welcome back to Further Solutions Academy. Further Solutions Academy. I'll be walking you through completing the square method. Don't forget to share this video across to your friend, and anybody that want to write exam can come to this channel and learn and relearn and be fine with any of the exam: GRE, GMAT, TOEFL, POSITME, and so on and so forth. UTME. Now, I just want to walk you through on the complete the square method. It's a very simple part of mathematics, which we all know. Now, what we need to know that is that we know that a quadratic equation has this method is a method that you can use to solve quadratic equation, and there are four methods of them. I think there are four. We have factorization method, we have complete the square method, we have quadratic formula method, and graphical method. These are the methods that you can play around with. Now, I'm working on this method now. For instance, prove that ax squared plus bx plus c equals to minus b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac. Let me put bracket like this, divides 2a. Now, I think for the bracket, it has covered. Even though it's not as this, it has covered. But if I do not put bracket and I write it this way, it's very wrong. This could be wrong for you. This is a very wrong expression. But as far there is bracket, it will be fine. Now, I'm to prove that this equals to this. And this will lead me to what is called quadratic, complete the square method with their steps. Now, from LHS, that is from left hand side. Now we have ax squared plus bx plus c, quadratic equation, which is equals to 0. Normally, please note that this is quadratic equation, this is quadratic equation, which is general. Please use the word general. This is general quadratic equation, and this is general quadratic formula. Now, take note of those two things. They are very important. Now, I want to work on this thing. The first thing I will need to do, divide, step 1. Now, step 1, divide all by coefficient of x squared. Now, at this point, it means x squared plus bx all over a plus c all over a equals to 0. That is the first thing I will do. Don't forget that I'm proving from this side to this side. And for me to write this, I have my reason, because this is not well defined, but I just want us to know that I'm running towards quadratic formula. Okay, now it's a quadratic equation because this is an expression, and it must generate a quadratic equation standard way. Now, the step 2, subtract c all over a from both sides. Now, at this junction, I'll be having x squared plus bx all over a equals to minus c all over a. That is step 3. Now, permit me to manage my board this way. Now, step 3. Now, my step 3, I want to factorize LHS only. Now, I want to factorize LHS only. It means I'm talking about x squared plus this. No, sorry. No, sorry. Okay. No, I'm not factorizing yet. Sorry for the mistake. It's a silly mistake. Sorry. Okay. Step 3. Half of coefficient of b square the result and add it to both sides. Okay, sorry for what happened. Now half of this, add it and add it to, now it means my half of this, it means, which the statement means what, b all over 2a, that is half of it. It means what we are trying to say there is that b all over a multiplied by 1 all over 2, which will be what, b all over 2a. Square the result is squared, which is going to be what, b squared. Now add it to both sides. It means s squared plus bx all over a plus b squared all over 4a squared equals to minus c all over a plus b squared all over what, 4a. I've squared the result and I've successfully added it to both sides. Now the next thing, now step 4, factorize LHX. Now I want to factorize my LHS. It means my left hand side. Now how do I factorize that? It means I'm talking about what are we going to do there is that we have x squared plus bx all over 2 all over a plus b squared all over 4a squared. Now I want to factorize this thing. Now how do I factorize it? What can I have to get? If I had to get both sides, I will get this and subtract it. It means I'm talking about s squared plus bx all over 2a plus bx all over 2a plus b squared all over 4a squared. Now if I add this together, I will have this, and if I multiply this, I will have this. That is normal way of factorizing. Now at this point, I will group it into 2, which is into 2 minus c all over a plus b squared all over 4a. Now at this point, I'll be having x bracket of x plus b all over 2a, and I'll be having plus b all over 2a bracket of x plus b all over 2a, which is equals to minus c all over a plus or minus all over 4a squared. Now this is squared, sorry. Now at this junction, I can say that what, x plus b all over 2a all squared equals to what, I can say that b squared all over 4a squared minus b all over a. This is a, sorry. Now these are a, sorry. Now at this junction, square root the both sides. Square roots both sides. Now when you square root both sides, it means at that point you are having x. You'll be having x plus b all over 2a equals to plus or minus root of, we can now have 4a squared divides in 4, that will be b squared minus 4ac. Now at this junction, I'm having now step that will be step 5, sorry. Step 5. Step 6. Step 6. Now subtract b all over 2a from both sides. Now at this point, I'll be having a minus b all over 2a plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. Okay, let me see, maybe it's covering everything. Okay, now at this junction, what I just need to do, I'm sorry for subtract. Now it means my b equals to minus b plus or minus all over 2a plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Square root of 4 is 2, square root of a squared is 2. Now, for you to have that, it means my s equals to minus b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac. Please, if this is not covering, put brackets all over what? 2a. That is successfully done. That is successfully done. That is what is called complete the square method. Can you see how it's being run? It's very simple for you to do. Now, what you just need to know, understand the step one by one. Now, can I use this to solve a problem? Okay, let me rub the board and let's see the time. Okay, look at this question. Let's try to work on it using complete the square method so that we can see the real life situation of this formula. Now, I just have this particular problem. The first thing you do, I've told you that step one, which I've listed is step one, which is divide all by what? By 2. At this point, we are dividing everything by 2, which is coefficient of s squared. Now, I will be having s squared minus 5 all over 2x minus 3 all over 2. Now, at this junction, equals to 0. Now, subtract step 2. Add. You can't subtract at this point. You are adding. Sorry. Add 3 all over 2 to both sides, because this is subtract. Just for you to get to the. When I was in primary school, my teacher normally tells me that we carry it over, but it's not like that. You subtract. If it is add here, if it is subtraction here, you add. If it is addition here, you subtract. Or the name of what you have taken to the other side. Now, for you to get to that level, you'd be having s squared minus 2 all over 2. 5 all over 2 equals to 3 all over 2. Now, at this junction, I will half of what? Step 3. Half of coefficient of x, square the results and add it to both sides. Now, it means what is the half? Indirectly, I'm saying that what? 5 all over 2 multiplied by 1 all over 2 all squared. That is what we're talking about. It means I'll be talking about 24 all over 16. Now, it means I'm talking about x squared minus all over 2 plus 20. That'll be 25 all over what? 16, which is equals to 3 all over 2 plus 25 all over 16. That is the statement written there. Now, at this junction, I just need to factorize LHX, which is step 4. Now, I want to factorize this thing. A number that will add and also subtract, that will give me that number there. It means I'm saying that s squared minus 5x all over 4 minus 5x all over 4 plus 25 all over 16, which this one will give me 16. That'll be 16. Bracket over, that'll be 8 times 3, 24 plus 25. Now, that is what we are talking about. 8 times 3 is 24, right? Yes. Now, at this junction, I can answer that x. I'm grouping it into 2. Sorry, permit me to, x into bracket of x minus 5 all over 4 and minus 5 all over 4 bracket of x minus 5 all over 4. Now, when you open your bracket back, you are coming back to where you are coming from. That is what you need, how to check it. Maybe what you have done is wrong or right. Now, we know that 25 plus 20, that will be 30, that will be 25, that will be 50, that will be 49. I'm talking about equals to 49 all over 16. Now, at this junction, I'm saying that x minus 5 all over 4 and x minus 5 all over 4 equals to 49 all over 16. Now, it means n squared, they are the same, they are the same, which is square of 49 all over what? Now, step 5. Square roots both sides. Now, at this junction, I'm talking about x minus 5 all over 4 will be equals to root of plus or minus 49 all over 16. Now, at this junction, that is what we need to do. And by so doing that, add, that will be step 6. Add 5 all over 4 to both sides. Now, at this junction, it means I'm talking about 5 all over 4 to both sides. X will be equals to 5 all over 4 plus or minus, root of 49 is 7 all over 4. Now, my x will now be equals to plus or minus 7 all over 4. Now, it means my x will be equals to 7 plus all over 4 or 5 minus 7 all over 4. Now, indirectly, this is going to be, that is 12 all over 4 or that will be minus 2 all over 4. It means I'm saying my x will be equals to 3 or my x is equals to minus 1 all over 2. Now, these are the two possible value of x. That is two possible value of x. Can you see how simple it is? All what you are looking at is completing the square method. This is what we normally use on a symmetric equation, which is for the future. You have it on the channel already. Once again, thanks for watching.